All right, before I get out of here, I know I've gone a little bit longer, but it's Madison Square Garden. What the fuck am I supposed to do here, right? Yeah, this is incredible to be here. Really incredible. So anyways, the last time I did stand-up, I have a big show here in New York. Last time, big thing that changed my life is I became a dad. Yes. Yep, and you're applauding my wife because she did all the work. You know, getting your wife pregnant's easy. You know what I mean? You just pitch a complete game. You know, the manager comes out in the 7th, I got my stuff. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. I'm going to close this one out. Yeah, but then they do all the fucking work, which is funny to me because I just kept saying, you know, my wife's pregnant, and these people kept correcting me out in LA going, excuse me, you're supposed to say we're pregnant? You're supposed to say we're pregnant? It's like, sweetheart, I'm not a fucking seahorse, all right? I'm not pregnant. Look at my wife. She's miserable. Her feet are swollen. She can't get comfortable. That's pregnant. She's fucking miserable. I feel great. I'm doing pull-ups, crushing it. High protein, low carb diet, killing it. Dropping weight during her pregnancy. Why are you trying to give me credit? So anyways, the only thing that sucked was we had to get rid of my dog before my wife gave birth. Yeah, it sucked. But, you know, I had a crazy dog. I had a pit bull. It was a fucking lunatic. I spent tens of thousands of dollars trying to fucking rehab this thing. And as my trainer eventually said, you know, this is just one of these dogs nature said no to, but people said yes. They just kept feeding it, you know? Yeah, I know. People love fucking dogs. I mean, this is what it was like. We were in denial. We would have company coming over, and we would literally have to put the dog in the back room. And the entire time company was there, the dog would be like, "I'll fucking kill all you motherfuckers! I'll kill all you!" Fucking nose under the door. I can smell you. I know where you live. I can recognize your feet from fucking 5 miles away. And we were like, "It's just a little, you know, nervous." So all of a sudden, my wife was like 8 months pregnant, and I'm just thinking, like, I just don't want to be this guy on the fucking news, you know? Being like, well, the dog liked us, so I figured why not let it sleep under the bassinet? And you can imagine my surprise. Right? I was not going to be that guy in the news whose rescue dog ate his fucking baby, okay? So me and my wife had this conversation. We got a painful conversation. Sometimes you can't be here. You got to be up here, right? You got to be using your head rather than your heart. So we come up with this idea we have to get the dog a new home, and thank God my trainer agreed to take her because she's a 10-year-old pit bull that's human aggressive, meaning she tries to kill people. They usually don't find homes. No one wants to bring that in. So he says, I'll be back in a week. So I say, fine. So it just amazed me after that emotionally how both me and my wife handled it, because both of us were sad. So the first night, I'm sitting on the bed, I'm looking at the dog, I call her up and I'm petting her or whatever, and my wife goes in the bathroom to get ready to go to bed, she's brushing her teeth, and she closes the door, and I hear her in there, and she's quietly crying, right? I just hear her like, and I was sitting on the bed, and I'm ashamed to admit this, but I immediately got mad. I didn't say anything to her, it was inside. I was actually mad at my wife. Like, why the fuck is she having the proper emotion in this moment? Why isn't she burying it, acting like it's not gonna fucking happen for a week? So why fucking think about it and just act normal until this shit goes down? Why can't you do what I'm gonna do? You know, but I didn't say anything, right? I just sat there. And that's how it went for the whole week. Every night she'd cry a little louder. Every night I get a little more fucking angry, right? Till the final night she's just like, right? Couldn't understand what the fuck she was doing. So the next morning, the moment of truth comes and the fucking guy's coming up the walk, my wife had cried herself into acceptance and all my emotions were still at the starting line, unbeknownst to me. So the guy knocks on the door and she goes, okay, he's here, go get your dog. And I go, okay, hey, CLEO. And she popped her head up and started wagging her tail like we were gonna take her for a ride. And 8 years of unconditional love all just came up at once. And I was like, oh, fuck, not now, not now. So I just pushed it down. And I just walked over like this psycho game show host, like, hey, how are you? I'm smiling even though I'm not happy. I'm like a politician that got caught with a dead hooker. Now we're going for a walk. Left foot, right foot, and I just walked over. I handed the leash to the guy, didn't even look at the dog, just pet her on top of the head, and just turned around and walked away from loving something that I love more than anything in my life up until that point. Don't tell my wife, right? So I go back in the house, and my wife knows I'm out of my fucking mind. So I'm walking by. She's like, is everything okay? Are you all right? You want to talk about it? Anything? I'm like, no. Sometimes you got to think up here. You can't be in your heart. I'm just going to go into the bathroom for a second. And I walked in the bathroom, and I closed the door, and for 0.8 seconds, cried like a little boy before I put the lid back on the jar and added it to the shelf of anger that sits in every man's chest. And I couldn't help but wonder in that moment, who that I love in my life is going to pay for that in the future? Where am I going to be? A picnic, a family reunion, Bed Bath & Beyond. How many fucking towels do we need? Jesus Christ, it's a sickness with you. Where is this coming from? Oh, he gave a dog away 10 years ago. I never cried about it. Is everybody looking at us? You want me to pretend like I'm not with you? Hey, fuck you, lady. See you at the car. Love you. Love you guys. You're so awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more time for Paul Verzi and Joe Bartnick. Joe Bartnick, Paul Verzi, thank you guys. This has been unfucking believable. You were so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bill Burr! Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Burr! Paul Verzi! Guys, one more time for Joe Bartnick. Let him hear it. Give it up for Bill Burr, everybody. The best. Give it up for him. Good night. Get home safe. Thank you.